Alright, we're back. Okay, so got some big 4x6s up here to hold that on. I put the tubing up here on the manifold where it belongs up under here. This just slips up and over like that. Does not have a clamp on it. That's the fuel line there, that green thing. It's in the airlet's right next to it here, so everything's real close to each other, which is not the best. Here's my fuel level right here, which is nice. You can see the fuel level. Nice feature. This panel does come right off. I'll take it off. It comes right off. There's not much to see in there once you go in there, though. Yeah, it comes right off. There it goes. Yeah, there ain't much in there. Nothing to really look at, so I don't know why they make it so removable, but they do. Yeah. College educated put that back together. Alright, so this just takes a 12-volt power source. So you can't plug in your wall in your building. We have a 12-volt power source around here. I'm taking a Harley battery. Small one or big one? We'll go with the small one. That ain't the small one, that is a big one. That's, yeah, sort of small. Alright. Here we go. Even comes the bolts right there. All we do is plug that right up and over there. Boom, boom. We have our power source. Okay, so now we don't want to have this high heat thing right on top of the wood. This is in hundreds of degrees. I think we're seeing 400 degrees or better out of that. So what I got is I got a piece of wood, a piece of steel tubing. You want to use tubing so that way the heat doesn't transfer very well. It kind of can air cool in between. So we'll do something like that. So we'll just let that lay like that, and we'll bend that so it goes down the aisle down that way. I don't want to blow it on my shelf there too much. I'm going to slide this board over a little bit. Ideally, to have like a nice good block underneath there would be nice. But we're inside. We got what we got. Alright, so that should blow everything down the road there out of the way. Shouldn't be any issues with that. Put our snorkel thing back in the front here. I took it outside to fill it up with diesel. Best not to have liquid fuels inside your building. Kind of dangerous. Alright, so that looks good there. Just hook up our battery. Easier said than done. Ah, there it is. Two bolts, two locks. Phillips, good. We got straight blade. Perfect. It'll work, kind of. Good enough. Ground. Spark out of it with first touch, that's a good sign. Means we got power. Okay, those are all in there. that more. Okay, let's see how this thing works. Turn the light off. Alright, you're supposed to hit some buttons up here. Safe journey. Auto. How's auto work? I like auto. Okay, it just came on. It's blowing air. 36 degrees Celsius, whatever that means. So one of these bumps it up higher. Oh, Fahrenheit. There we go. So it's set for 98 degrees. It says it's 51.8 degrees in here. It says 62 over here. I'll believe 62. Now this was outside, so maybe it's 51 degrees outside. That I can believe. Alright, so this runs for a little while until the motor warms up. It has to preheat itself inside there, and then it comes on and starts making noise. Make sure your fuel cap's tight. Like I said, make sure nothing's going to get anywhere where it matters. There's a slight amount of air blowing out of here, not much. So ideally you get a piece of tubing, and they sell some long links for like 20 something bucks, low 20s. This is 1-inch diesel heater tubing, which you look for on Google. And then you could run that out a window, if I had a window over there. I got a window upstairs, second floor. I need about 3 sections of tubing to get that far up though. So this is a big room in here, so you got a lot of air. You'll have to mix up quite a bit. Uh-oh, she's making noise. It's firing up. It's up to 55 in there. It's like a jet motor. You can hear it start coming on. Ramping up the speed here too. Starting to smell it now a little bit. So I don't know how good this is in a closed thing. They said to run the side of your car. Yeah, in my car. Good way to kill yourself, I think, but they should have a built-in carbon monoxide sensor in this thing to let you know if you're getting fumigated or not. Oh yeah, it's starting to come on, starting to smell the stuff heating up. Like most heaters, that goes away probably pretty quickly, but right now you can smell it. Got a little bit of heat coming out, not much. Ooh, that'll burn you. That's hot back there. Definitely smell the diesel. Yeah, it's hot. Makes more heat out of that end than this end. It's starting to get a little heat now finally. Probably 100 degrees right there. She's cranking up though. So what do we got? 6 o'clock and it's just over 60 degrees. Let's see if it'll get me up to 70. I got a bunch of apparel to put away, so 3 more boxes of hoodies over there. I got a bunch of shirts to put away too. So we're trying to warm it up in here. A bunch of new inventory came in. Knocking noise goes away when it gets full hot, as I remember. Only run this once before, so it's over in Vegas. We shut it off because we're on fumes inside the building. Making my throat better. It's cranking up. It says it's 60 degrees inside the hood now. I don't know what the 1205 means. Maybe to run it for 5 minutes maybe. Making heat. Yeah. Don't hold your hand there too long. Yeah, it starts getting hot. The real heat's back here. Ooh, yeah, that's some heat back there. We're going to heat up the whole back of the shop with the stinky fins, but it all adds up because the cold air and hot air go back and forth. Yeah, it's hot. Yep, it's getting hot. Make sure everything's good under here. No leakage. Just feel heat, no leakage. You don't want exhaust gas going right down into your wood. Wood will burn. You get about 400, 500 degrees, it starts burning. This is definitely putting out that kind of heat. And definitely hotter in the back, but as I recall, we only got about 50, and more now. Probably about 100 degree difference, I think, between the two. The knocking's kind of gone down, but that's probably overcome by the jet motor making noise. Still at 62. It's a lot of concrete right here and metal. So it'll take a while to warm this place up. We'll see how good this works. Downstairs I use my air compressor to warm up the shop. So I bent these up higher so that when you set this on flat block, brick, you got room for your tubing under here. And you couldn't bend the tubing enough, sharp enough turn to get underneath the stock brackets. And we cut off a bunch off the top already. Just a big long piece like that, we cut it off about here. So if they made these legs another 1/4 inch longer, it probably would have just fit. But realistically, this should have been at least 1 inch longer, so you can put a piece of metal or something up for heat sink. It'd been nice if they did that, but it is what it is. I don't know how you'd put this inside of a car on a rug or something. Yeah, you'd have a big fire. Definitely hot. That's an inlet of air for cooling. Probably blows out the front. Oh yeah, the air's down here. Ooh, right, that's hot. Yeah, that's getting hot. Alright, so the hot air is blowing down on the ground, which is good. That'll circulate the air in the building and kind of mix it so you don't get hot and cold. That's getting warm too. So it's 68 degrees now. I guess there's a sensor on the air coming in the back, reading, I'm guessing. I'm not seeing any temperature change here yet. We'll see. Alright, we're going to see what that does. I am going to go ahead and keep putting away apparel. That shelf was empty over there a couple days ago when I was throwing a couple, I think about 3 cases of hoodies I threw on the shelf. So, alright, we'll be back. We'll see how this works. I can definitely feel the air blowing inside the room in here. So that's good. Alright, that's it for now.